Thank you all so much for coming this morning. We are really excited for this announcement for the City of McAllen. My name is Xochitl Mora. I'm the Director of Communications for the City of McAllen, and we are here to recognize our efforts in winning the It's Time Texas Community Health Challenge. This is the first time the City of McAllen participated, and we won by engaging the entire community with activities, with encouragement, with promotions to get everyone moving, get everyone active, get everyone fit and healthy. And so that is what we're going to be talking about today. Before we get started, let me introduce some of our special guests here today, including the Honorable Jim Darling, Mayor of the City of McAllen. Mayor was extremely instrumental in pushing the city to participate, being the example of health and fitness himself. We have our city manager here, Mr. Roy Rodriguez. For the second year in a row, right, you've run the marathon as well, so another example of healthy and active lifestyle here. Mr. Jeff Johnston, Assistant City Manager. He has a lot of kids, so he's always running around after somebody. And Ms. Michelle Leftwich, Assistant City Manager as well, also running in the marathon, the McAllen Marathon. Our city engineer, Ms. Yvette Barrera. Our Employee Benefits Director, Ms. Jolie Perez. Our Health and Environmental Director, Mr. Steven Catsados, and his entire team from the Health and Code Enforcement Department that were really instrumental in getting this message out to everybody. Ms. Cristina Flores, Human Resources Director. And part of the committee and helpful in all of the activities, Mr. Josh Stockel, Assistant Parks Director. From the Planning Department, Ms. Julie Rankin. Tax Assessor Collector, Ms. Rebecca Grimes. From our Transit Department, Mr. Mario Delgado. From Keep McAllen Beautiful, Chris Lash. We also have with us the Honorable Debbie Crane Aliceda, School Board Member for MISD. And the Superintendent for McAllen ISD, Dr. J. Gonzales. And of course, the people from It's Time Texas. We have Ms. Tracy Walker, Senior Marketing and Development Director. Cindy Gonzales with Marketing. And from one of the sponsors of the contest, It's Time Texas Community Challenge, and a big sponsor and partner with the City of McAllen, Andy Gonzales of HEB, who's part of the Nutrition Services team there with HEB. Now, to talk about why this initiative was so important for the City of McAllen and to introduce some of the members of an initiative Mayor started to promote health and fitness here in McAllen, our Mayor, Jim Darling.
Thank you and good morning. And this is quite a group, a healthy group. I have one question. How many took the elevator up here? Raise your hands, raise your hands. Okay, because we're all going to go down afterwards and walk back up the stairs before you leave, because, you know, that's what it's all about, is every day making healthy decisions. I just came back. Oh, by the way, Chris, great event, Great American Cleanup. You guys do a fantastic job. Did we break the record again this year for participants?
Yes, we did.
Okay. You know, last year I was there and the state people were there, and we had, how many we have last year? Over 1,000? Yeah, and they said they usually have about 200 show up in Austin and those other places, so congratulations on that. But I guess it shows it takes a team to do that, and certainly we're all here as a team. I just got back from Spain, so I think I could write my trip off because I did it as a health situation to see how they do it in Spain, and so I made some observations while I was in Spain. By the way, I did walk when I was in there, and let's see, where's my thing? I broke 10,000 steps every day, and one day I did 30,000 steps with my wife and dragging my two daughters along with me. But I noticed things in Spain, and one of the things, everybody walks. And very few parking lots. You know, even stores that were relatively new part had very few parking spots because people walk and use public transportation, but walk, and you can notice it just in the people that you see. And I went in the grocery stores and looked at a couple of the supermarkets, and they would have potato chips, but they would have maybe a fourth of an aisle, as opposed to our great HEB that has a whole aisle of all those kind of foods. And so the food choices we have available in the United States, really, if you go to, especially the HEB, what they call the Gucci HEB on Trenton, when you walk in there, I don't know how anybody stays slim when you walk in there with the choices that they have. And I know you try to push the good food, but it's got to be way in the back someplace. But I'm not really sure where it is. And the other thing I saw is kids playing. There weren't a lot of playgrounds, we were in Madrid, a city of about 7 million people. Not a lot of playgrounds, but when you walked in the park areas, and really they were square areas, they weren't really meant for parks, you saw kids running all around. You didn't see kids on their iPhones looking at it. It was just amazing to see that kind of participation there. And then I think the last thing is the diet. You didn't see salt and pepper on the table. You had to ask for that. And so I thought that was usual. And I did have 2 glasses of wine every day to make sure that I kept up with that portion. That portion of the healthy diet. But we're really proud to do it. It takes, as I said, it takes a team. And if you take a look at the board, actually it's a little bit not a misunderstanding here because we are actually the #1 city in points. So we beat Austin, which I love to do. So we beat Austin. And so if we were a large city, we'd have beat them outright, but we'll take the mid-sized city. I want to congratulate Harlingen. They did a great job. I talked to the mayor. They're really enthusiastic about that. It just shows how important the valley and what the valley can do when we put our minds together. So it's a great effort. Take the team. You know, MISD's here. They partnered with us with the Let's Move campaign by Michelle Obama, and we were the only city school in the whole state, whole country that achieved the Let's Move under Commissioner Veronica Whitaker. So we know we can do it. It's just building on that. The Human Resources Department did a great job, Jolie, and certainly Stephen in the Health Department did a fantastic job hunting me down to sign papers and create committees and all the rest of the stuff that we did. I also learned that yoga's not easy. And yeah, but it's a great one, especially for our senior citizens, for balance. You know, the most probably the most frequent injury for senior citizens is falling, and so we thought we're going to try to build on that with our committee to make sure we address all the people in our community, not only young but also the old. So city manager staff did a fantastic job in support, and we had a lot of people in the community, businesses in the community certainly participated, and so we're really proud to do that. So we're going to keep going though, and this is just the beginning and not the end of it. And I want to announce, do I have here? We've created the Mayor's Fitness Council, and I want to recognize the people that are on it. And we have Rafael Curiel's here, and he's a wellness coach from City of McAllen. Of course, I'm on it. Laura Garcia from our Public Information Office is on it. Stephen Casatos, of course, is Director of Health Code. He's on it. Michelle Leftwich, the city manager, so we can keep our budget going there. Zoshi's on it, so that's good. Jolie Pettis is from our Director of Employee Benefits. Cesar Rodriguez is Employee Health Code Compliance. Joshua Stockel is Director of Community Programs for the Park and Recreation, which is obviously very important. Debbie Elizada, where's Debbie? She's here, and she's on the committee and helping us. Dr. Gonzales is on the superintendent's on the committee, and so that's great. Mario Rain is on there from the Physical Education Coordinator for the school district. So you can see a great partnership continues between the city and the school. And Sophia Pena from the Director of Early College and Transitional High Schools is here. We also have, Texas A&M is on, Olga's here. And we also have regional hospitals on the committee. And so we have a lot of participants. And so we had our first meeting. It lasted almost 2 hours, I think. It's how, if you have a good committee meeting, if everybody's not looking at their watch. And we sent them out with this task. One is to find out what we do. We were surprised at all the different things we already do, and making sure that we have an inventory of that so we can push that out to our citizens. And then the second thing we asked everybody to do is identify who's not here, to make sure we get everybody on the committee that we need to have to be a successful one. So I'm looking very forward to this next year, and I don't know, we're going to have some kind of challenges going around. We'll figure that one out. But I think, Roy, would you do a half marathon this year? Okay, I'm going to challenge Roy to a bike ride. And and is Delinda Alcantara here? Is the Boys and Girls Club participants? Yeah, that's great to get the kids out and doing that. So I want to thank everybody that's involved. We're very proud of the City of McAllen to receive this award. I did have one request for HEB. I didn't see any bike racks at HEB to lock up your bike, so if you could put those in, I'll make sure we get people riding our bikes and going over there and doing that. So thank you. Congratulations for everybody in this room for all the participation. Very proud to be the mayor of a city that's on the move, and it's time we did it. So thank you very much.
Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. We will continue this initiative, your initiative, the Mayor's Health and Fitness Council, throughout the year. So look to help us with all of these initiatives and promoting the activities and being a part of that. To talk about the importance of having an employee wellness program within your place of business is our city manager, Mr. Rodriguez, to talk about the employee wellness program here with the City of McAllen.
Okay. So, yeah, so I'll make a correction. I did run 13.1 miles this year and last year. Michelle ran 26.2, so I gotta give a shout out to Michelle. That's awesome. Nevertheless, even though I didn't run 26 miles, and I never will, it has to do with the environment that we're in. That kind of forces your hand. You know, at city management, we realize that we have to set the example at everything that we do, whether it's a lean budget or a great budget or ethics or health. And I started feeling the pressure, you know, when I became city manager a few years ago about that. So between the McAllen Marathon and all of the health initiatives that we do, and the Crane family, and my spouse, Noelia, I finally decided, you know what, this is something that I can do. And it has to start with you. It has to be a personal thing that you decide that you're gonna have to do, because we can talk all day long about the benefits of X, Y, and Z and all of these things, but until people see you in action, they're not gonna follow you, and they're not gonna believe that this is important to you or anyone else. And so Noelia, my spouse, I remember her one day coming home and she says, I'm gonna run a marathon this year. What? So she really inspired me, and between the McAllen Marathon and Arbor Day that we do and Keep McAllen Beautiful this weekend, it all is about, sure, keeps your community beautiful and sets us apart, but it's all healthy things that we do. So I'm very proud of our City of McAllen city employees, really especially with this group right here, because, you know, they became rock stars. I don't know if you noticed it, but they were they were everywhere on the media. You know, they were on social media, they were in the newspaper. I was getting Twitter, and I'm like, hey, I know these guys. And so they were with our famous astronaut, and they signed him up. So, you know, I couldn't be more proud. And you know what? We just are getting started. I really believe that there is so much more that we can do, and I'm committed to it. If I can run 13 miles at my age, you know, people like some of you out there can do some really special things. So thank you all for all of your participation, you know, all of our partners. We have a great relationship with our school district, with STC, with HEB. You know, Jay and I mean, I have a really special relationship. I call him Jay, can you imagine? Dr. Gonzales, I have a great relationship with him. So I applaud you, all of you, for what you've done and what we're gonna continue to do. And I will tell you that our commitment will not waver. We're gonna get better, we're gonna get healthier. Those folks, by the way, that called us the fattest city, did they talk to anybody in here? They didn't talk to me. So I don't believe that survey, so just discount it, don't worry about it. And we'll do better next year. Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez, for caring for the health of your employees and the community. To talk about everything that the City of McAllen Health and Code Enforcement Department did, and to talk about their outreach efforts, the Director, Stephen Katsaros. And Cesar Rodriguez.
Good morning, official winners of the City of McAllen's It's Time Texas Community Challenge. First, I'd like to thank Mayor Darling and our entire City Commission for their participation and their endorsement of this event. Their leadership, vision, and guidance helped us win this challenge. This was truly a team effort with multiple departments. If my department will please rise. The Health and Code Enforcement Department. Thank you. The Office of Communication, if those employees would rise if they're present. The Employee Benefits Department, if they would rise if they're present. And the McAllen Library, if they're present. The Health and Code Enforcement Department reached out to 17 different businesses and nonprofits in the community. Without their support, we would have not won this challenge. So I'd like Cesar Rodriguez will name the different businesses that we engaged with this challenge.
As I list the businesses, organizations, and nonprofits that participated, if you could please rise. Apples and Stars Learning Center. Behavioral Health Solutions. Bogus Ford. Balance Brew Coffee. Chick-fil-A, Nolana and 23rd Street. College of Healthcare Professions. Fit-Filet. Health Nut. JJ's Party House. Keep McAllen Beautiful. LFD Home Furnishings. McAllen Chamber of Commerce. McAllen ISD and McAllen ISD School Board. PR Nutrition Consulting. Spectrum. SDC Health and Wellness. Thermography RGV.
Okay, we also engaged the McAllen Independent School District. A special thank you to Dr. Gonzales, the superintendent of schools, and we also signed up 10 different schools, and we're going to read off the elementary and middle schools that we engaged.
Sanchez Elementary. Cathy Middle School. Rayburn Elementary. De Leon Middle School. Morris Middle School. Fossum Middle School. Gonzales Elementary. Seguin Elementary. Lincoln Middle School. And Lamar Academy.
Thank you again for everything that all the employees did. And I was talking to Tracy earlier. This brought out the leaders in my department, and it's really a great way to have your leaders rise to the top, and their leadership now is transcended into their daily work. So it's a really great experience for all departments. Thank you again.
Thank you, Stephen, to everything that you and your department do to keep our community safe. Well, now on to the award presentation. I'd like to bring up Ms. Tracy Walker, Senior Development of Marketing and Development for It's Time Texas.
Thank you all for having us here today. I'm Tracy with It's Time Texas, and we are a nonprofit organization statewide working to make all Texans healthier. And we do this by providing better accessibility to health and wellness resources. And so we just want to say thank you to each of you who are here today doing what you've done to get the community challenge out and get more and more people within the McAllen community so excited about being healthier. So thank you so much. And with that, I would love to just thank specifically, I'd love to thank Mayor Darling. Thank you so much for having us and just pushing this community challenge forward. Thank you. City Manager Roy Rodriguez, thank you. And couldn't have done it without Stephen Casatos. Thank you so much. And your entire department Caesar and Ronnie, just want to say thank you so much for taking complete excitement and ownership of what you all did. And so thank you so much for doing that and getting all of these schools and businesses. Wow, 17 and 10 schools involved. That's amazing. So thank you so much. And especially would like to thank Jolie, the Director of Employee Benefits, for supporting, and Kate Horan, Director of Libraries, as well as Mario Reyna from McAllen ISD. Thank you so much. Yes. And Sochi Mora, thank you very much for all of your support and championing the cause of health and wellness in McAllen. Would love to thank the City of McAllen Parks and Recreation, as well as Dr. Gonzales. Thank you very much for being a great ambassador for us. And without further ado, would like to welcome my friend Andy Gonzales of HEB up here, who is such a generous supporter of It's Time Texas and the Community Challenge specifically. Thank you for supporting health and wellness for Texans, and especially for McAllen, and helping the community to win this challenge. Thank you for everything you do. So without further ado, would love to present the trophy to Mayor Darling.
Oh, yes. And Mayor, we'll work on the ramps.
Oh, yes.
Should I get on the
Here
other
is
side?
a giant
Let me get on that
trophy.
side, yeah.
Yes.
Let me get on that side.
Okay, we'll move over. That's who's up. There you go. Very well
Well, on
deserved.
behalf of the team, I accept it.
Well deserved. Thank you. And don't go away. I want to present you also with a check. So stay right here.
I like that even better.
Checks are good. All right. So as part of winning the community challenge, we have a cash grant of $1,800 to contribute to a health-related project within the city of McAllen to help get that done. So I hope that that this cash award will help to finalize a project that you have happening. So for the community. So thank you. I know. Thank you, Andy, for helping to make that possible. And I think that concludes. I also have a certificate from the governor, who so graciously signed it, and we're going to have that framed for you.
Great.
And Governor Abbott wishes just a giant thank you to all of you and your community for helping to make health and wellness a priority.
Thank you very much. I
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, HEB.
Got it.
That's just an example of another great partnership with HEB, and we're proud to have you as our team in McAllen. So thank you.
much.
And I don't think we have any cookies because it's a health deal, so I'll see you on the stairs.
Can I say a few words? So I'm here representing our team of with HEB, but my name is Andy Gonzales. I'm part of our nutrition services program, and I just want to say I'm so happy and honored to be here celebrating health with each and every one of you. Obviously, this is something that we're very passionate about, but just the energy, it's exciting, it's empowering, and I agree with the mayor. There's a lot of work to still be done, and I'm so happy that we continue to partner and be able to set that example for our community. So thank you, each and every one of you. I was once told that the greatest gift you can give somebody is their health, and I truly 100% believe that. So congratulations.
That concludes today's presentation and ceremony. Thank you all so much for participating. Be on the lookout for more information on the Mayor's Health Fitness Council, and please feel free to take one of these great water bottles for your trip down the stairs. We'll see you soon. Thank you.